What is good, Dark Knight? It's your boy Zay. Come back to another video, and in this video, I kind of want to talk a little bit about Radiohead. We'll get into the video. Give me some thoughts. Give me some thoughts on how y'all feel about Radiohead. I definitely feel like a lot of our generation now is definitely getting more back into more '90s music, and getting into more alternative and rock kind of music, because I think we're starting to find that more interesting now than what we've been hearing from hip hop continuously. That same old drill sound or same old street sound, like it sounds all the same, to be honest with you. So I think we're starting to shift as a culture in what we find interesting in music wise, and I think music might become a much more interesting thing in the future. But before we get into the video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the video. And with all that being said, let's get into the video. So, what is Radiohead? Radiohead is a band that consists of uh, Tom York. He's a vocalist, a guitarist, and a person who does pianos and keyboards. His brother, Johnny Greenwood. He's a guitar. Now, Johnny Greenwood is a very good guitar. He's like a lead guitarist, I believe. He does keyboards, other instruments as well. Colin Greenwood. Well, these are the two brothers, by the way. Just letting you know that. He does like all the bass, and Ed O'Brien, who is another guitarist, and he does some of the backup voices on some of his songs. And then Phillips Selway, he does the drums and percussions. And these people as a collective or is Radiohead. It's amazing that the music that they produce is just phenomenal. But obviously, you guys, we don't really, sad reality of things. We don't really see the other artists, the other people who are helping, or the support characters. We only see the artists, and which would be Tom York. The only person that I would definitely say that we definitely give recognition to is Johnny Greenwood, because he's the lead guitarist, I believe, and he's phenomenal at his job. Now, I find Radiohead so intriguing to me because it's like these almost like horrifying. It's like an eerie, horrifying like type of sound. Like when you hear it the first time, like a song I would definitely recommend would be "Burn the Witch" by Radiohead. That song is phenomenal, and it's like once you listen to Radiohead once, like it's almost sadistic because you can't stop listening to it. It almost feels as if when you play Radiohead, it's almost as if you're like it's like accepting. What it feels like to me is like you're accepting things not being okay. That's what it feels like to me. It's like this almost depression like feeling, and it feels like so like sad. Like when you listen to it, it feels almost as if it's like in your brain, it feels as if you're like, well, dang, this like my life is terrible, but I'm just learning to kind of live with this. You know what I mean? It's not like my life is terrible, I wish I could, delete. But it's like my life is terrible, but it's okay. It's like that feeling of you not having money, and you're like so broke that you can't really afford to buy food, but you're kind of just like, well, dang. Well, I mean, I can't buy food, but I mean, at least I'm still alive. Like you're just dealing with the issues of life, and you're just kind of moving through things. You're just trying to find your way out and life. Other people, what I typically hear from other people is that it's like for some people it's like depression, but it's like almost it's kind of messed up when you say this, but it's almost like a feeling of like, well, I'm depressed, but it's almost like a glorification of depression for some people. That's how some people feel about it, though. I don't feel like that. I feel like you're down on your luck, or you feel bad about what's going on, how your life is, but you can't really do anything about it right now. So you're just gonna have to just let and ride things out, and until things just go away, or until you push on. If it's one thing that I definitely can commend about Radiohead and stuff like that is that like they talk about some real deep topics, like especially like fake plastic trees, and it talked about like really talked about like romance and stuff like that, like you faking you faking what you think the other person would want you to become, and you're feeling drained about you're feeling drained about this this almost fake ideal of how you expect this person to perceive you, and constantly having to keep up this fake plastic tree, this fake plastic image of this person, and it's either you keep faking it, or you get drained out from it. And it's really sad because it's like that's something that real people go through, you know what I mean? It's something that I wouldn't say I've gone through, but I would definitely say that I can understand how that person may feel when doing that. Like I think in the beginning stages, especially when it comes to romance and stuff like that, people you kind of fake it in the beginning stages. Like you give people like your good side, right? The side that you want them to see, but then your true side gets revealed and stuff like that. So it's just like it's something interesting to me that I found pretty cool and deep about that song. And the visuals of Radiohead is just like so bizarre. Like I've seen one of these. I definitely go check out the song "Man of War." It's just so beautiful. And I'm gonna explain to you guys what "Man of War" even means. At least how I kind of like interpret it. Now the title "Man of War," it sounds like a guy who's going to be going through, say, like a PTSD or something like that, right? But the guy in the video isn't actually like old. He's like looks like he's like in his 45s. And so I don't know, maybe I don't think they would have not put an old man if it was about PTSD though. Like if I really think about it, I don't think they would put a 45-year-old. I'm pretty sure they'd probably put it like an 80-year-old or 70-year-old. But maybe I don't know, because later down in the video you're gonna see he starts running. I don't think an 80-year-old man is running. A war vet, matter of fact. All right, so the first like section says drift all you like from ocean to ocean, search the whole world, but drunken confessions and hijacked affairs will just make you more alone. See, it sounds like he's writing a message to a lover, or the lover is writing a message to the person. So the first three lines, drift all you like from ocean to ocean, search the world. It sounds like to me he's saying like go as far as you like, search as far as you want. But drunken confessions, which a drunk confession is pretty much a person telling you they like you, but they're only doing it, you know, while they're drunk. Obviously, it's a drunken confession. Like it's like the person is getting drunk to tell you how they feel. And hijacked affairs, to hijack something is to steal or to take something. Um, so I guess when I put that in combination to sum that up, I'm pretty much saying I feel like the artist is communicating, saying, "Hey, you can search all you want, go high and low all you want, but those drunken confessions and hijacking affairs that you do will only make you more alone." And I don't, the next section says, "When you come home, I'll bake you a cake made of all their eyes. I wish you could see me dressed for the kill. You're my man of war." And that's what's making me think that okay, this is maybe like the wife of the man sending this message to the man, right? Because I mean, I'm assuming that this is kind of going in a traditional role sense of like the wife being in the person at home, cooking and whatever. But it doesn't seem like it's in a nice spirit though. Like how she's saying it, it sounds more angry though. You know what I mean? It sounds like she's angry with the man because he possibly was sleeping around with other women, getting drunk and telling women that he loves them and stealing others' relationships. I don't know. See, like it's kind of confusing on this part. I don't know. Anyway, I don't really want to stay too long on the topic. Yeah, Radiohead is amazing. Please, you guys, go check out their music. Go listen to it. I would tell you that you would fall in love with Radiohead. I'm gonna give you guys a couple more songs that I think you guys should listen to. The first one would be Karma Police. Listen to the entire The Bends album. It's phenomenal. Radiohead is just, that is probably my favorite out of like Radiohead so far. It's the Bends album. Another song would be Man of War, Paranoid Android, Lift, Burn the Witch, and No Surprises. These are my recommendations. I think if you listen to Radiohead, you're gonna fall in love with it. Like the music is just so phenomenal, and then you're gonna probably dip into other topics. Another person I've definitely started to get into is Cigarettes After Sex. I love their album. I believe it's Cigarettes After Sex. I can't remember which one it is. I don't know if it's Cigarettes After Sex or it's Cry. Um, I know that's definitely a song, but I'll show you an image of what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of this video. Go check out Radiohead and Live Your Dark Nights.
Baby, come and jump on it, and up on it. Let's do it. Ride it, bump on it in my saddle, baby.